Did someone just call my name? Oh well, I'll just stay inside. Who is it? Come on in.
Lloyd, did I wake you? It's snowing outside.
I was wondering why it was so cold.
Yeah, it's really cold.
You sure sound happy.
Yeah, I mean, I can actually tell it's cold. I'm so happy.
That's right. You couldn't feel things like that just a little while ago, huh?
Say, Lloyd, if you don't mind the cold, do you want to go for a little walk?
Sure.
Look, look! You can see out over the city. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Lloyd, do you remember what Kratos said?
What was it?
He said we can throw the X-Spheres away at any time. But right now, we need to carry the burden of the hopes and dreams of the victims and fight on their behalf.
Oh, that. That was when we saw X-Spheres being made at the human ranch in Silverant.
He was talking about your mother, wasn't he?
But he works willingly for the boss of the guy responsible for turning my mom into a monster.
I don't think that's true. Kratos saved us over and over again. And he protected you too, Lloyd.
Yeah, but...
And so, I'm sure he cares about both you and your mother. He's a wonderful father, don't you think?
Is that why you brought me out here? To tell me that?
Yeah, I guess that was part of it.
Thanks, but it's okay. I'm not really shocked about the fact that he's my father anymore.
But
Origin seal?
I'm sorry for bringing it up. But if he unleashes all the mana from his body, then not even he could...
I know. No one knows if he'll survive or not.
And that's why we need to find a way to release Origin without Kratos losing his life. Just like the way you saved me.
Colette?
I'm sure everyone will understand, okay? Please?
Thanks, Colette. But I look at it this way. Kratos has his reasons for siding with Mythos. And I want to hear what those are. Anything else I do is going to wait until after that.
You're going, aren't you? To Darius Karlon.
Yeah. I plan to go after we check on Altessa's condition tomorrow. I don't agree with Mythos' vision. I have to prevent it from happening. I'm going to fight him.
Is it okay if I come a little closer?
Sure.
I don't want to see this beautiful scenery ruin the way Silverant was.
I won't let that happen.
This time, we're going to protect it, right?
Yeah. Do you know the 7th Dwarven vow?
The one you hate the most, right?
Goodness and love will always win. I really hope that's true.
Are you worried? Then, take this.
What's this?
It's a charm. A Flanoir snow bunny. They say it brings good luck. I had them take one to Altessa earlier. And this one's for you.
Thanks.
Lloyd, we're all with you. Now that you have a charm, too, everything will work out okay.
Yeah. You're right.
Lloyd.
Did someone just call my name? Oh well, I'll just stay inside. Who is it? Come on in.
Hey, do you have a sec?
Sheena, what's up?
You want to come outside with me? It's snowing and it's really pretty. Everyone's asleep. The world looks so peaceful when you stand here like this.
Yeah. Even though up above us, Crucius is busy planning its absurd age of lifeless beings.
Lifeless beings. Do you think discrimination would really go away if everyone became lifeless beings?
I doubt it would.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm human. But the people of Mizuho and the other humans of Tethael have always had a gap separating them. Even inside Mizuho, I always stood out.
Maybe Mythos despises the blood of both races that course through his body.
Maybe so. I can kind of understand that too.
Because you're from Mizuho?
Well, since I can make pacts with summon spirits, I probably have elves in my ancestry somewhere in the distant past.
Really?
Apparently, only those of elven blood can call forth summon spirits. Not just magic, but any technique that uses the mana of the natural world requires some elven blood to be flowing through you.
Then Kratos and Zelos too?
Yeah, they might have some elven blood in them. Just like me.
I see.
The instant I made the pact with Corinne, people around me started to look at me differently. And I thought to myself, this is what it must be like for half-elves all the time.
Did you ever wish you were different?
I've lost count of the times I've wished it. Especially since I caused the deaths of the people in my village. But it's because I have this power that I met Corinne and all of you.
Yeah. If you didn't have your summoning abilities, someone else might have come to kill Colette instead.
When I think about it that way, I think that everything a person possesses is important in some way.
In other words, you have your summoning abilities because they're needed.
Yeah. My power, Colette's power, Rain and Genus's elven blood, and everything you've received from your parents. They're all needed, and that's why they're there. I mean, we're all needed, and that's why we're here.
I think you're right. I think every single life has meaning.
Me too. I started thinking that way lately. And when I did, it's like a great weight was lifted from my shoulders. To know that it's okay just to be alive, you know?
Well, yeah, that's a given, isn't it?
Wasn't a given for me. I failed in my duties and I ran from making pacts. I always thought of myself as a burden.
I see.
But after seeing you say exactly what you mean and holding anything back time and time again, I started to think that maybe I could just be myself.
Really? I don't quite get it.
Really. I think I started to think that way because you live your life in such earnest.
I think that's a compliment.
I wish Mythos could feel that too.
Mythos.
If he lived his life as earnestly as you do, maybe he wouldn't be able to snuff out the lives of those who are trying just as hard to live.
I think that's a compliment. Mythos. If he lived his life as earnestly as you do, maybe he wouldn't be able to snuff out the lives of those who are trying just as hard to live. I don't know if we can get that across to him or not. But I'm going to fight him, for the sake of creating a world where we can live our lives the way we want to.
Are you planning to make the next move?
Yeah. I don't see the situation improving by allowing Crucius to go about their merry way.
I agree. I don't like just sitting around and waiting to see what happens.
Right? You and I think a lot alike, Sheena. I think we could become great friends.
Great. Friends.
Oh, you don't want to?
Idiot.
Wow, that's some snow.
Lloyd.
Did someone just call my name? Maybe there's someone outside. Huh. Guess I was just hearing things.
Lloyd.
Did you know I was your son the whole time?
I realized it when I found Anna's grave at your house.
How did Mom die? You know, don't you?
Like Presea, Anna was a research subject of the Angelus Project. They were trying to create a Crucius crystal inside her body. When I learned of Mythos' plan to create an age of lifeless beings, I turned against him and descended upon this land, where I met Anna.
So Mom was an experimental subject, just like Presea.
After meeting Anna, I realized my mistake in believing that accepting Mythos' vision would be the fastest route to reunite the worlds. I began to search for a way for a human to wield the eternal sword.
So you can unite the worlds.
Yes. However, Anna and I were pursued by Crucius. We traveled from place to place, and when you were born, with you as well. But we were finally caught by Kavar.
And then Mom was turned into a monster.
Her X-sphere was removed. Lacking a key crest, the mana in her body went out of control, and she turned into a monster. When it tried to devour you, Nowish protected you, and Anna regained control of herself, momentarily.
Nowish saved me?
That's probably when Nowish became sensitive to monsters. Nowish and Anna were both wounded. Your mother begged me to kill her.
I've heard enough.
Anna went out of control again and turned on you. Then
That's enough!
I killed her.
I said that's enough!
After that, Kavar attacked. Then you and Nowish fell down the cliff along with the X-sphere. I fought off Kavar and his men and descended the cliff. But all that was left were the Desian corpses, half eaten by monsters. I thought there was no way you could still be alive.
Is that when you returned to Crucius?
I am the origin seal itself. Since killing me would break the seal, Yggdrasil couldn't just leave me alone.
And you were okay with that? Even though you opposed what he was doing?
Everything felt meaningless. Mythos said he would reunite the worlds as soon as Martel was revived. I came to think that as long as the land would return to normal, that would be enough. Until I met you.
Me?
You remind me of Mythos. Just like you, Mythos was desperately trying to save the world. He didn't give up. No matter how much he was oppressed, he was hopeful until the day Martel was killed.
A hero. That's what people call him.
Yes, but there is a clear difference between you and Mythos.
Our race?
No, not that. You realize that you are capable of making mistakes. Or rather, if you make a mistake, you are capable of acknowledging it. That takes courage. Mythos, as well as I, were unable to do that.
The courage to acknowledge one's mistakes.
We were incapable of correcting our flawed path. We gave up on correcting our mistakes. You didn't give up.
If you feel that way, then you must have realized it by now. Mistakes can be corrected. It's not too late. Let's look for a way to release Origin without sacrificing your life. Together.
I still have something I must do. Until I am able to entrust it to you, I cannot fight alongside you.
Something you have to do?
The Eternal Sword. Until I am able to entrust it to you, do not die, Lloyd.
Kratos, where are you going?
Do not allow Yggdrasil to continue as he pleases. He is capable of sacrificing any number of lives. Stop Yggdrasil, stop Mythos, before Colette is taken from you again.
I'll stop him. I'll head to Darius Karlon and put an end to this. Oh, Noish! What's that in your mouth? A pendant? What is... It's Kratos and... Mom? Then this baby must be... me. Kratos gave this to you, didn't he? Okay. I'll hang on to it. Guys, how's Altessa?
Well, he managed to pull through. Some dudes from Mizuho were hanging out there to guard him, so everything is all right.
Good. I need to speak with everyone. The world is never gonna change if we just wait for Crucius to make the next move, right? So this time, we're going to strike them first.
Well, so you're finally ready to do it. We're gonna raid Crucius.
Yeah, I have two objectives. Prevent the establishment of Mythos' new age, and release Origin.
But if you release Origin, what about Kratos?
I don't really know yet. We don't know for certain that he'll actually die. We also don't know if he'll side with us or not. We don't have the time to worry about things we're not sure of.
What do you intend to do about the Eternal Sword? Even if you break Origin's seal, you can't wield it, remember? And I doubt either Genus or I would be able to handle a sword.
Don't worry about that. I've got it covered.
What are you talking about?
Why do you think I can use magic swords? I received magic injections with the latest in Tetheala technology. In other words, I'm a human with elven blood in me. That should work, shouldn't it?
Then I guess this will be the final battle.
Understood. Let us end this.
For the sake of uniting the worlds.
Yeah. I'll do my best too.
Colette, I need you to stay behind.
Why?
They want you as Martel's vessel. We'll have either Mizuho or the Renegades hide you.
If that's what you want. No, I'm going too.
But
I get it. You don't think you can protect her. That is so sad.
What did you say?
Don't worry, Colette. I, the great Zelos, swear to protect you.
Zelos!
Take her along, Lloyd. They're gonna be after her no matter where she is. You ought to know that by now. Be a man. Show her what you're made of.
Wow, we actually have the same opinion for once. Sorry, Lloyd, but I agree with Zelos this time.
All right. Colette will come with us, okay?
Thank you, Lloyd. And everyone else, too.
Does Tetheala really have a technology like that?
It sure does, for some weird reason. All right, let's go kick some Crucius butt, Lloyd.
Zelos, I trust you.
What are you talking about? Well, of course I can understand that you're counting on me. Just place your faith in me.
Faith, huh? I hope so.
Yeah, come on, let's go.